And ladies and gentlemen, we all do have a gift, and we all have found ourselves, for whatever reason. Who would have thought that you as entrepreneurs would have been the visionary people who had positioned yourself to be able to survive and thrive in these difficult times for most people? I live in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas has something in the neighborhood of 50% unemployment, 50%. They can't even process the number of people that are applying for unemployment benefits inside of Las Vegas. People are out there, they're looking, they're searching, and I agree with what Bob says. You need to have an attitude of service. If you go in this to help people, intention matters. If your intention is to help people, things are going to be great. If your intention is to take advantage, you're going to flame out in this profession anyway. The thing about our business is you can't win by taking advantage of people. Can't do it. That ability has been taken out of the model. The only way you can win is by helping people. It's the only way. So your paycheck is a reflection of the number of people you're actually helping in the world when it comes to your products and your opportunity. So we want to give you the information to grow your paycheck, right? Grow your influence, grow your contribution in the world. So I train and I work and I train around the world. I've coached millions of people, literally and no joke, how to become network marketing professionals. And I want to give you some guidance and some training on that before I introduce you to some others of my friends that are going to be part of this broadcast. But everybody wants to know, tell me what to do, tell me what to say in order to be able to be a network marketing professional. And I will do that. And I will give you some information today. And we'll introduce you to some resources today that will guide you on your journey to become a network marketing professional. However, what to do and what to say is not the most important. You know what the most important is? How to think. You need to change the way you think if you want to become a network marketing professional. You must change the way you think. And people are like, well, what are you talking about? And let me describe what I'm talking about, because just like a computer, our mind has been programmed since we were 2 years old. And for most of you, you've been programmed to act more like an employee than an entrepreneur. You're like, well, what are you talking about? Here's what I'm talking about. Think about it. As you're growing up, it was brush your teeth or what? There's going to be consequences. Finish your vegetables or there's going to be consequences. Stop hitting your sister or there's going to be consequences, right? Go to bed, it's bedtime, or there's going to be consequences. There's always consequences built in, and we were slowly taught to live in the box of the expectations of others. We were slowly taught to stay inside the lines of whatever that expectation that somebody else had of us. We were reacting to somebody else telling us what to do and how to think and what to say. And then we go into the educational system. Does the educational system reward innovation? Does it reward taking risks? Does it reward making mistakes? Nope. Punishes all those things. It says, be here on time or you're going to be tardy, and it's going to have consequences, right? Don't talk in class or there's going to be consequences. Study for the test or there's going to be consequences. Get a good grade or there's going to be consequences. It's going to go on your permanent record. Remember when they used to tell you that? It's going to go on your permanent record. I still don't even know what my permanent record is. But they was always talking about, it's going to go on your permanent record. Fine, right? But anyway, it taught people to fit inside the system, to do as they're told, to act like an employee. It's an employee farm is what this situation is. So growing up, education, and then we go get a job. And then we're reinforced. We know how to respond inside of this environment now. We know how to do as we're told. Oh, what time do we show up for work? What time is there a break? What time, what skills am I supposed to learn? how am I supposed to function inside of this office? So if you were in the military, that's on steroids. It's even more as far as do as you're told or there's consequences. And then some of us get involved in this network marketing venture. And we're still thinking like employees. And I've got to tell you, as long as you think like an employee and you don't think like an entrepreneur, you're not going to get good results inside of your network marketing experience. You're just not. You're just not. You need to change the way you think. And I'll give you an example. And it's literally two sides of a coin. Employee, entrepreneur. It's almost whatever you've been thinking up until now, it's almost the opposite in virtually every case. I'll give you an example. I travel around the world, I speak around the world, and now we're on this GoPro World Tour talking to you around the world. And I ask people, when I bring up the word work, what comes to mind? And think about this, when I bring up the word work, if I brought up the word work to you, what comes to mind? For most people, the answer is pain, obligation, traffic, stress, something you have to do. You don't bring up many joyful words. It's the reason why people want to retire from work. They want to get away from work. Thank God it's Friday because tomorrow I don't have to work. Oh my gosh, it's Sunday. Tomorrow I have to go back to work. Now, some people are hoping that they can get back to work right now, right? But think about the way most people think about work. It's something that they're trying to get away from, to get behind them, to get over with, to be done with. Network marketing entrepreneur doesn't think that way. Entrepreneurs in period don't think that way. They think of work as passion, as contribution, as creation, as their purpose, as how they are bringing value to the world. So why would they want to get away from work? An entrepreneur rests only long enough to get back to work because that's about contribution is what brings them joy. So long as you're trying to get away from work inside of network marketing, you're gonna find an excuse. You're gonna find a reason to get away from work, right? But if you change your mindset, like I can't think about retirement. It doesn't even make sense to me. Retirement? Why would I retire from my passion? Why would I retire from contribution and joy and purpose, doing what I love? Why would I do that? Doesn't even make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. So you got to change the way you think about work. You got to change the way you think about making mistakes. As a child or as a student or as an employee, if you make mistakes, it can be devastating. Entrepreneurs make mistakes every single day. That's how they learn. Entrepreneurs say, I never lose. I either win or I learn. That's what entrepreneurs do. So it's different. So if you're worried about being embarrassed all the time and not having a perfect answer, that's what employees think about. Entrepreneurs just say, guess what? We're going to figure it out. You know, if the streaming is buffering on your side, hey, refresh the page. Let's deal with this. Let's handle it. Let's just figure it out. Same thing with support. Employees expect support. They demand support. Entrepreneurs are the support. They create the support. They manufacture the support, whatever they got to do. Risk. Employees will give you 2 weeks. Employee-minded person will give you 2 weeks and they'll say, well, where's my results? Where's my results? Entrepreneurs are willing to give a lot of time where they're underpaid and a short period of time where they're fairly paid and then a long period of time where they're overpaid. Entrepreneurs are willing to make that trade. Employees aren't. So what are you? Are you an entrepreneur in your mind or are you an employee? And you can make the switch. It's literally the opposite. You can retrain your mind. Network marketing will help you do that. But if you're aware of it now, it can be a big step in the right direction.